Ready to start?
We're in like a spaceship.
This is weird.
It looks like we get one of those roller coaster pictures.
Let's pretend. That's how we can start the interview.
Yeah.
Whoa!
That was crazy.
No one's vomited. That's good, isn't it? So it's day one, Redfest. I'm here with Hudson Taylor.
Hello.
How are we feeling?
Very good. How
Yeah.
are you feeling?
Not too bad, thank you. You?
Yes, very good. Very excited.
Now, we've had a big downpour. When you see that happening, does it make you less raring to go, raring to hit the stage?
No, it's actually always nice. You get some really crazy people who like dancing in the rain, and they're all trying to do this sort of rain dance to stop it. And then as soon as the sun comes out, they all go even more ballistic. It's like it gives them like some kind of extra adrenaline rush.
So
Yeah.
you don't get a fear about it then?
Not really. I mean, sometimes it's just annoying when you arrive at a festival and you open the van door and you get soaked, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. We haven't had a rainy festival really this summer. Glastonbury
Yeah.
was pretty rainy, but we were in a tent. We haven't had an outdoor festival where it's been raining. So yeah, touch wood.
That's good going. That's pretty good
Very
going.
good going.
Now, what affects your mood in terms of playing live? Like, what has to happen to make you feel not as up for it or to make you feel more up for it?
It's always good to have a nice meal.
Yeah, meals.
And these festivals, particularly in the summer, tend to treat artists pretty well. I think that's fair to say. They give copious amounts of alcohol and usually just some like bread and sandwiches. But yeah, we kind of, because we're driving up and down the country, we'll go to like a service station and buy some horrible snacks and then eat it, and then we'll dine in this lovely establishment that you're watching us in right now.
It's very plush, isn't it? As fans go.
Yeah, it's a pretty good van. We got upgraded. Yeah, the last one was like, I don't know, 6 seats in the back, all piled in, and they didn't retract, they didn't go forward, or backwards. Yeah.
Another.
Can't do without that. Can we?
I know. Can you believe that?
Oh, this is the action.
Yeah, but it is very nice. We spend a lot of hours in here, though.
I heard you had a really long trip from Scotland all the way down to Cambridge, was it?
Yeah. Oh, Scotland to Lymington.
Oh, that one, okay.
Yeah, 9 hours.
So 9 hours.
Oh.
It was crazy.
So what did you have on the TV screen during that trip?
I can't remember,
There's
actually.
loads of things. I think we're being really geeky, and we're going to try and do the whole Star Wars 6 episodes of it. We'll probably get that done in like a week, and then we'll go and watch the next one when that comes out in like a year and a half.
I think that's got to be done, hasn't it? You've got to go through the whole journey again,
Yeah.
refresh
Lord of the Rings
yourselves.
as well. I think we should do that. Yeah.
I've done one of those marathons. Yeah.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah.
We're all geeks here. It's good. Now, I want to talk about the announcement that you're back with Jake Bugg.
Yeah.
That must feel lovely that you know that he actually enjoyed spending time with you, still likes
yeah.
listening to your music and wants you back with him.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. Like, that was our first tour, the first tour we did with them, and yeah, we'd never really done anything like that before, in big venues, played big venues, or just had any sort of tour that was over 3 days long, you know. So this was 28 dates or something like that, all over the UK. And yeah, it was absolutely brilliant. And then we did a Zane Lowe session for Maid of Vale, and Zane Lowe was on there, and he was telling us that Jake, he was talking to Jake recently, and he was saying, you know, he was a fan of our music or something. We were just delighted, like, because we didn't really get to talk to him on the first tour, but it was just really cool to know that he was into it, and obviously he's having us back for the next tour, which is even bigger and even crazier. We're so excited for it.
And he's not an artist that just says things. He actually means everything he says. He's very choice with his words, so that's really nice.
Really cool.
And what are you going to do differently this time round that you did the first time round? What did you learn from that experience?
The biggest thing is that last time round we played as a 3-piece. Myself and Alfie kind of at the front, and then our friend Tig was playing violin and piano and extra guitars and vocals. But this time round we're actually having a full band as well, so it's like a full 5-piece with a drummer and bassist as well.
And then what we're doing this summer, more musicians, really.
Is that a more sonic thing that you just like the bigger sound, or is it quite nice to have a whole network of people on the road with you as well?
Oh, it's a bit of both, really. I mean, it's just lovely to have a nice full sound. We enjoy playing as any sort of thing. It's like 2 of us, 3 of us, 4 of us, 5 of us, whatever, 6 of us sometimes. But yeah, I mean, the fun we have on the road with all the lads is absolutely brilliant. Yeah, that really does add to it, having more people.
Now, boys together on tour, we know how it can get. Who's the prankster? Has anything gone down yet? Who are you nervous about?
Kind of pranksters,
Uh-oh.
and we all have our days where we feel in particularly prankster moods. Mischievous, I'd say. Yeah, mischievous moods. Like the other day, we were coming through Zurich airport on the way back from a festival in Switzerland, and we were just like walking through this particularly pungent smelling aftershave place, and there was like a little bit of a war between our drummer and our tour manager, with spraying just really like rancid smelling things. And the drummer guy, our drummer Jerry, was just walking around like, lads, I feel like I'm gonna get sick. Smell of this crap all over my neck.
Oh, love.
We have a tech as well, our guitar tech. His name's Ronan, but we call him Ronnie, and he's a friend of me and Harry's for a good few years, and he's well accepted now with everybody, and he is just the next sort of Carl Pilkington. He just comes out with absolute gems, and so he's got a Twitter account, Ronnie LeMerch it's called.
Follow.
You need to follow it, honestly. And it's just kind of quotes, things he says, things we wish he says.
We made the Twitter Ronnie LeMerch, because he used to do the merchandise, but now he's just guitar text, but we kept the name Ronnie LeMerch.
It just works.
Yeah.
It really does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And 260 followers or something.
That's
he's
not
got now.
bad, is it?
Brilliant, like absolutely brilliant. So yeah,
How does he feel about that fame he's got now?
well, he's in on the joke, you know. He's got a big house now, you know, all that stuff. So.
Reveling in it.
Yeah, yeah.
He needs to do a podcast next. Surely that's the next step,
That is
isn't
the
it?
next step, honestly.
Yeah.
It would definitely be the
Watch this space.
Ronnie abroad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you the Ricky Gervaises of this scenario then?
Stephen Merchant, like
Yeah, more accurate.
He's a Ricky Gervais, big fatso.
With a good laugh though.
Right, that was
Uncanny. You're making my geeky laugh, come on.
Put my Stephen Merchant glasses on.
Very good, strong look.
Hey,
Yeah.
Ricky.
You did a pout to the camera then, do you realise?
He does that, the duck face. Yeah.
Now, you've just come back from Switzerland.
Yes.
Now, I saw you did some busking while you were there.
Yeah.
Now, do you do that because you like to kind of stay to your roots and you still enjoy it? And do you think that's something you'll always do? As big as you get, you'll still be doing
One of the main
it?
reasons we did that in Switzerland, because it's a very expensive place and we had no money. Yeah. No, honestly.
Factual information.
Totally spent. Yeah.
There,
Yeah, but it's always such a good way to get a feel for a city, do a bit of a busk. I went around that morning and I was walking around and I called Harry and I saw this little lad, Romanian lad, playing a few tunes on the fiddle. So I said, Harry, man, we got to get out here on bus, because it just had such a good feeling about it, and there was amazing places in the old town. It was in Lucerne in Switzerland, and then we went and did our sound check and all that stuff, and then we were both pretty tired before we did it, and then we just went out, and none of the lads wanted to come with us or anything, but we just went out and blasted a few tunes. It was good as well, because we had a 90-minute set and we needed to practice all these tunes.
warm-up.
So we just went out and did all these sort of songs we haven't played in a while.
Probably too, like, no matter where we go, we sort of want to just try and do it as much as possible, go busking. It's such a good way to get a feel, like Alfie said, for the city that you're going to, or the town or whatever. And yeah, I suppose it is kind of sticking true to our roots. It's like why we kind of began, and it's just so much fun, you know, stripping it back. No airs or graces about it. It's just two guys singing with guitars on the street.
Go with the moment.
Yeah, it's really fun. Really, really fun.
The thing is, Sunday you might have to have disguises when you get to that point that you're really recognisable. Have you thought about what you might disguise yourselves as?
You know, I've walked past Glen Hanser busking
Have you?
Grafton Street, yeah, and you know, I just you don't. I don't know.
Even like in Christmas in Dublin, maybe that's just Dublin. We'll live to see. Hopefully, maybe one day we will have to be like, hey, this is disguises. But when Christmas in Dublin, you get like Bono and Damien Rice out on the street just busking. Like,
And
I need
if
to
you're
come to Ireland.
If you're not aware that someone's not there, I don't know. But I don't think we'll ever be. You know, I don't think it'll ever stop us. We won't be wearing masks. You know, I don't know. It'll be good fun. Like,
You might have to run while you play. That might be the next step.
I think it'll be good fun. Sure, the
Yeah.
more people you have out, the more of a party it is. You know, so it'll be good. Like, but yeah, I think we could. We're still going to do it. Like,
Good.
we're going to Germany, so we're going to plan doing it in Germany and stuff.
Can you give people a hint where to find you in Germany for the busking, or will you find it when you're there and just
We'll find it when we're there. Yeah, that's the thing as well. It can be totally spontaneous.
When you first started busking, did your friends and family think they're just going to do that for a bit of money and they have proper jobs on the side, or did they always know you would hope to go have a musical career?
Well, I don't know. It was kind of.
We did the busking really for the fun of it, and for our pocket money. Essentially, we really did. Like, it was just for the crack, as we say. But I think as we kept doing it, and the response kept becoming bigger and bigger, and like, you know, we started joining what we did on the streets with putting videos on YouTube and like talking to people online. You could kind of see that there was like a bit of something going like on, a kind of a buzz kind of starting to build. So
and it was funny, like we'd be busking and we'd if it was going well, like there'd be a big crowd there or whatever, we'd all be getting the people in the crowd to sing and clap along, and we'd be clapping along, and then we'd see our mum there or something like that in the crowd, and we're like, oh, grand. So they were all part of it, our mum, our sister, our family and stuff. They were all sort of seeing it all happen. And then, you know, eventually we moved off to London, and it was quite you know, go on, you know, it's difficult at the start because we were both so young, like, and both left education, so it was like a little bit difficult at the start.
Bit of a risk, but worth taking.
Yeah, but definitely worth taking. Yeah.
What is the moment when your family thought, okay, we can see this was worth doing, that they're doing all right, we don't need to worry? Or has that moment not happened yet?
Probably from our parents' point of view, there was the financial security that we got from signing a record deal. You know, and that was something that was taking, probably from an outsider's perspective, a long time, you know, or maybe not, I don't know. But we were just in London basically having dinner with loads of different people all the time, and they were trying to court us and make us sign a record deal to them.
No money ourselves, so we'd order like way more steaks than bring them home,
right.
Like, you know. But yeah, probably once we signed, yeah, it was kind of, yeah, I mean, we still didn't get a load of money, like, but we got enough to live on and whatever, you know.
All you need.
All you need, yeah, exactly.
Hopefully when we release the album, you know, if it's somewhat successful, or even if it's not, we'll just go and tour it and like just live as much as we possibly can off music.
That's the ideal scenario, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
And now that's coming out the end of the summer, is that right?
Yeah.
Do you have the date?
No, sorry, it's coming out early next year.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, we've pushed it back. We hadn't finished it in time, basically, and we had a few things to sort out.
We got really excited.
So we got,
you know, back in April or something, and thought it was going to come out in September, and then really, you know, our label really wanted to give it a big push and everything. So, yeah, so the time, we didn't finish it in time, basically. So now it's going back, but I think it's fine. I think it gives us a finish out this summer. We got the Jake Bug tour, obviously, so I don't know, just for promotion and stuff, we have a nice window early next year, and I think, yeah.
You don't want to rush these things, you want to make sure it's right, don't you? It's really important.
We feel like it should be out by now because we've been kind of working on it for like 3 years.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't know. It's, you know, I don't know. Might as well.
You know, I don't know.
They know what they're doing, your label people, don't they, I guess?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, we don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. So when you've got an album all sealed up but not out, do you still continue writing, or do you just go, right, we're not going to write for a bit now, we'll just have a breather, or does it just come out whenever?
Just kind of like on the go, writing all the time.
Yeah.
We sort of at the moment decide, you know, it's like these are the songs going on the album, that's kind of finalised, yeah, but it doesn't mean that we're stopping by any means. We're always kind of jamming at, you know, every given opportunity we can.
Good.
Yeah, I'm in a real zone at the moment.
Oh, good. Just happening, is it?
Loads of stuff. Yeah. Every time I pick up a guitar, there's a little idea. I wouldn't finish it. I haven't finished any of it, but it's all on my phone. So, you know, next time we both get a moment, I'm sure Harry will have some ideas as well. You know, we'll just jam them out and hopefully get something out of it.
Do you think that you're more creative when you're in a good place, or when you're kind of in turmoil or stressed about something? When you're most creative?
I don't know. For me, it's just kind of things might happen. Like I'd be able to pick up an instrument. Sometimes I think it's lyrics or music. I think like sometimes you write music and you get a melody or whatever, and it's it might be nice, but then nothing comes out lyrically or whatever. And then you have one thing that just suddenly then you're all about lyrics. So that's kind of how it would happen to me, or has been happening to me recently. But yeah, when we first moved to London, a lot of our kind of first EP and stuff was all about moving to London and how difficult that was, you know. So that was quite a hard time for the both of us, and you know, we were writing these tunes. It's like, oh, you know, come on, when are we going to get out of this? You know, I want to, you know, and just, yeah, it was quite honest and autobiographical. And I suppose, yeah, I'm excited to do the next album as well, because we're both learned so much as musicians. We've both been touring around and writing with some other people and stuff, so it just opens loads of doors.
Now you've worked with Turin Breaks and Gabriella, but is there anyone else on the list? Anyone you want to do a shout out to say we'd love to work with you? Or?
Yeah, we have a friend, another friend that he kind of got me into songwriting. You know, got Harry into songwriting. He was a busker, sort of a lad. He just lived next door to us. His name's Jack Morris. He's an unbelievable sort of singer-songwriter, poet and stuff, and I think there'd be great songs written with him.
We already have written a good few songs with him. Yeah, and if you want to check him out, he's on SoundCloud, Jack Morris, Check M22.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, and let's think of someone.
Really like.
We worked with this guy called Mike Einziger, who was
from Incubus.
Yeah, from Incubus.
Yeah.
And he's just such a legend. We worked with him out in his house in LA. Worked with him for like 2 weeks. We wrote some really, really cool songs with him, and you know, still want to keep working with him. He was really, really cool. Really cool. Yeah. I think it'll be fun to like work with Pharrell or something for.
Be all right.
Yeah, it'd be really fun. You know, it'd be. Yeah, I think it'd be something like that.
Cool. Okay, just to finish up then, have you got a random fact about yourselves you can share? Surprising thing, maybe a weird phobia, or
Remember our list that we put together?
Mm.
is this the questions you get asked that you?
No, just this particular question. We compiled our little list because
Facts or a secret, you know, you're always asked this. So we compiled a list of interesting things about it. I can do a backflip.
Will you do it today? In the van.
Right here.
Now.
Jack's phone for a fact about me.
This isn't very spontaneous, is it?
Come on, man, you can't get it. It's going to be off the top of your head.
I have no
Facts about
idea.
Harry. We saw loads of facts about you last
Okay, what did you dream anything
Harry.
good last night?
What?
Can play the church organ.
There we go. That's good.
It's true.
But
That's a good
you
fact.
can't demonstrate that either. These could both be lies. The somersault and the
Oh, they're
church organ.
definitely lies.
They're definitely true.
They're absolutely fictional. Very fictional. Here we go. Brilliant.
Oh, you've got a whole list there
Have
now.
a list. Okay, here we go. This is an interesting fact about Hudson Taylor, which I can't exactly prove, but it is true.
Yeah.
Our youngest sibling, Holly, is 16 years old, and our oldest brother is 44. So that's a gap of 28 years.
That is a good fact.
That's
Pretty
a good
big fact,
There you
yeah.
go. Two facts, is it?
Yeah, 2 facts. Let me see. Here's another one.
Can't give them all away, Harry. You won't be able to.
Okay. Oh yeah, I shot Alfie in the eye with a pellet gun when we were 12 years old, and even still, I ended up being the one that needs to wear glasses.
That's ironic, isn't it?
So there you go.
It's ironic.
Well, is that anger still because of that incident, or are you better because you've got the glasses, or you're all right?
I love my glasses.
They're pretty cool, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, except I thought I was going to have to go to one of those eye hospital places. Yeah, it was very sore. Like
No
very,
one
very
likes
sore.
to be fiddled with their eyes either.
No.
There's something weird about that,
I
isn't
just
there?
remember seeing black. It was really disturbing. I just couldn't see anything.
Oh God. Shall we end on that rather
Let's end
sad
on
note?
that.
Blindness, potential blindness. Cool
Lovely to meet you,
shades.
Sophie.
You
Thank you
too.
so much for
Nice
the
to meet
interview.
you.
Thanks,
you.
Million.
Oh,
Oh, what's going to happen?
confusing. Shall we do a roller coaster? The end of the roller
ready?
coaster.
That's going to have to happen in all of them.
Fade to black.